I predict a Beyonce and Jay-Z divorce announcement in 2025. It's officially gone too far. It's too much. The allegations are terrible. And her being tied to Jay-Z, I just don't see her sticking by his side for the long run, especially right now. I predict a Beyonce and Jay-Z divorce announcement in 2025. It's officially gone too far. It's too much. The allegations are terrible.
Ooh, baby. The streets have been buzzing with some jaw-dropping whispers about Beyonce supposedly packing her bags and chucking the deuces at Jay-Z, and it all comes right on the heels of that messy lawsuit that got Hov's name all tangled up in the Diddy scandal. Now, while some of the Bayhive is out here refusing to believe their fave would ever leave her man, others are starting to think that at this point, anything is possible. Let's be real. Queen Bee ain't about to risk her empire, her freedom, or her legendary status over nobody. Not even the man she's been riding with for decades. That woman has worked too hard to let somebody else's drama drag her name through the mud. So now the million-dollar question is Beyonce really ready to say boy-bye to Sean Carter for good this time? Well, according to fresh insider reports, these rumors might have a whole lot more truth to them than we thought. Oh, baby. The latest Hollywood tea is hotter than a fresh flat iron. And it's all about Beyonce supposedly putting some serious space between herself and Jay-Z. And the most gag-worthy move yet? Word on the street is that she dropped the Carter surname. Yes, baby. Queen Bee might just be back to plain old Beyonce. No Knowles Carter attached. And if this is true, phew, it speaks volumes. This could be the first domino to fall in what's shaping up to be a major shakeup in the Carter dynasty. So let's get into this piping hot situation, cause baby, you don't want to miss this. Now let's be clear, Beyonce ain't just any superstar, she's the superstar. For over 2 decades, she's been running the game so hard, even A-listers get weak in the knees around her. She is the definition of a queen, and when you stack her influence next to Jay-Z's, it's easy to see why they've been running the industry like a well-oiled machine. Together, they've owned music, fashion, business, you name it. And let's keep it real, folks fear them. But with the Diddy scandal creeping closer to their doorstep, oh, the stakes just hit an all-time high. For a hot minute, you'd think the Carters would stand 10 toes down and fight this battle together. But let's be real. Why would Beyonce risk everything she's built just to stay loyal? The streets are whispering. And if these reports about her dropping the Carter name are true, whew, baby, the unthinkable might actually be going down. At this point, ain't nobody got a crystal ball to predict how this scandal will play out. One thing's for sure, though. Diddy's mess has been blowing up left and right, and Jay-Z? Oh, he might not be done catching strays. His legal team can deny, dismiss, and deflect all they want, but let's keep it a buck. His long history with Diddy is well documented. The internet never forgets, and there's receipts all over social media to back it up. You can argue all day, but the evidence is evidence. And if Beyonce really just dropped Carter from her name, oh, that opens up a whole new can of questions. Oh, so sis really ain't know about her man's alleged connections to Diddy all this time? Or is she just now piecing together how deep Jay-Z might be tangled up in this mess? Either way, the timing is really suspicious. Maybe Beyonce is waking up to the fact that she doesn't know her husband like she thought she did. Let's not act brand new. Cheating rumors have been following them for years. So is this the moment she finally says enough and pulls back before the drama gets even uglier? Or is she just securing her empire? Because let's be real, Beyonce is a brand, and the idea that she was completely in the dark, baby, that's hard to believe. She knows how this industry moves, how whispers turn into headlines, and how even looking guilty by association could shake her throne.
I predict a Beyonce and Jay-Z divorce announcement in 2025. It's officially gone too far. It's too much. The allegations are terrible. And her being tied to Jay-Z, I just don't see her sticking by his side for the long run, especially right now.
Baby, the gossip streets erupted when Forbes had the audacity to refer to Queen Bee as Beyonce Knows instead of Beyonce Knowles Carter. Now hold up, wasn't she just being introduced as Miss Carter all through her last tour? So why the sudden switch up, especially on their prestigious Most Powerful Women list? The math ain't mathing. For years, Carter was stamped on every official mention, and now it's mysteriously gone? Oh, that speaks volumes. The timing alone got social media in a frenzy, with folks convinced Bey might finally be snatching back her freedom papers. And honestly, we wouldn't be mad at it. Meanwhile, Jay-Z is knee-deep in a messy battle with Tony Busby, the lawyer behind that disturbing petition accusing him of some very shady behavior involving a 13-year-old at an after-party in 2000. And baby, Hov ain't taking this lying down. He's coming for Busby's neck, and you already know we're here for the drama. Oh, baby. This situation is getting messier by the minute, so Diddy, the one who was first named in this lawsuit, is out here denying the claims, saying it's all some slick extortion move for a check from the plaintiff, who's still playing ghost by staying anonymous. Jay-Z's out here backing him up, but honey, he's doing it with the type of energy that's got people raising eyebrows. I mean, why is he acting like his whole life is on the line if he's so innocent? That long defensive statement, it's making me nervous, not innocent. And the plot thickens because Busby just dropped a bomb saying Jay-Z's been running around behind the scenes, trying to shut this whole thing down before it even hit the court. So what else is really going on here? I know it's hard to imagine Jay-Z doing some of the things Diddy's been accused of, but with everything that's been coming to light lately, I mean, nothing was off the table anymore. But the real gag, the one that has fans screaming INJZ, is that his legal team out here claiming he and Diddy were just professional acquaintances. Sis, the internet is alive. And that story, it's not adding up. Now let me tell you, the receipts are out here wildin'. Pictures and videos of Jay-Z and Diddy looking like besties for life are plastered all over social media. And now Jay wants to play like it was all business? Please. If Jay-Z has really forgotten how tight they were, the internet certainly hasn't. It's clear as day that Jay's been trying to distance himself from Diddy's mess for months now, playing it cool, keeping his name out of the drama. But Tony Busby? Oh, he had other plans. By pulling Jay-Z into this lawsuit, he's made sure this situation is about to be one hell of a legal roller coaster. Now I get it, Beyonce probably wants to keep her distance from this, for her and the kids. But let's be real, it's hard to picture Jay-Z actually going down for these allegations. But honey, the way he's been acting extra defensive since the lawsuit dropped, that's raising some serious eyebrows. But don't get it twisted, Jay-Z isn't your average celebrity. That man's got power, connections, and an army of top-tier lawyers ready to go, so don't count him out just yet. Oh honey, this battle with Busby is far from over. It hasn't even gotten started yet. Meanwhile, there's some serious tea brewing over this Forbes article that called Beyonce Knowles instead of Beyonce Knowles Carter. Baby, the internet is divided on this one. The critics are out here using it to fuel the gossip mill, while the beehive is buzzing, defending her, pointing out that Forbes has swapped between her maiden and married names before. So it ain't no biggie, right? But let's be real for a second. This isn't a name you casually forget. It feels way too intentional to just brush it off as an oops. Could this be a movie Beyonce's making on purpose? Think about it, like Kim Kardashian, who dropped the West from her name long before her divorce was even final. Beyonce is not the type to let little details slide, so this sudden shift in her name, oh, it's got meaning. Now back to the lawsuit. Jane Dover isn't just out here playing with the idea of bringing Jay-Z into the mix. She's explicitly naming him, and get this, she's even amended the lawsuit. The plot thickens. Now this move by Jane Dover, clever. It could either back up her claims or hand Jay-Z's legal team more ammo to come for her neck. At first, Jay-Z was all mysterious, listed as Celebrity B, but Busby's decision to go ahead and drop his name in the revised filing? Baby, that was intentional and a bold move that shook the room. This lawsuit could be a wrecking ball for both Jay-Z and Diddy. But don't get too comfortable just yet. There's a chance this whole thing might just fizzle out before it gets too hot to handle. But one thing's for sure, neither Busby nor Jay-Z is backing down, and this battle is about to get as dirty as it is high stakes. Busby's been playing the long game, slowly shifting public opinion against Jay-Z. And trust, he knows the power of perception, especially as this case is picking up steam. According to Busby, Jay-Z has allegedly tried to intimidate and harass them into dropping the case. But their team? Oh, they're not folding. They're coming for blood and making it clear they're more determined than ever to fight for justice for their anonymous client. Ooh. The mystery of the plaintiff's anonymity is setting the internet on fire right now. Everybody's got something to say about why she's still hiding behind the Jane Doe mask. Some folks are saying the judge must have been really feeling her case to keep her identity a secret this long. But there are others who think it's a sign that the whole thing's about to fall apart like a bad weave. They're betting Jay-Z's lawyers will chop this case down before it even gets started. And let's not forget Jay, who's already said this lawsuit's hitting his family hard, especially the kids. And well, looks like he wasn't playing. Ever since this drama hit the headlines, rumors are swirling that Beyonce's losing followers by the millions on Instagram. Now, I'm sure she's too busy sipping tea and doing her own thing to care about numbers. Because we all know she stays out of the social media mess unless it's for business. But let's keep it real, that drop in followers ain't looking good. It's starting to feel like fans are side-eyeing her for staying quiet, while the whole world's talking about the mess with her husband. Oh honey, the plot thickens. Now we've got this mysterious female celebrity who's somehow tangled up in the lawsuit. According to Busby's papers, this mystery woman supposedly witnessed the whole incident with Jane Doe. Busby's already played his first move, dropping the bomb that Jay-Z is Celebrity B, but he's holding back on revealing who the third party is. That's where the gossip train takes off though, cause folks can't stop guessing. Some are convinced it's none other than Jennifer Lopez, while others are out here whispering that it could be Queen Bey herself. If this case keeps spiraling and the stakes get even higher, Don't be shocked if Beyoncé pulls out a little insurance policy to protect her empire. Yeah, it'd cause a whole lot of drama, but with the power and influence she's got, baby, that's just how she rolls.
It sounds like you was trying to set Solange up to look crazy. That's what it sounds like to me.
I want to thank God for protecting me. Thank you, God. I'd like to thank my Uncle Johnny, who's not here, but he's here in spirit. I'd like to thank my parents, my father, my mother, for loving me and pushing me. I'd like to thank my beautiful husband, my beautiful 3 children who are at home watching. I'd like to thank the queer community for your love and for inventing this genre. God bless you. Thank you so much to the Grammys.
But there was footage of him putting his hands on a woman and being violent with a female with his hands.
Okay, y'all. Allegedly, the puzzle pieces are finally coming together about why that infamous elevator fight between Solange and Jay-Z went down while Beyoncé just stood there like she was watching a whole reality show. Apparently, it's all linked to Jay-Z's nasty little habit of putting his hands on women. But wait, hold up. Some folks are out here saying the real reason Solange was throwing hands in that elevator wasn't just because of Jay's shady behavior with women, but because he was allegedly cheating on Beyoncé with none other than Will Smith. Will Smith? Oh baby, that's a twist. But hold on, it gets juicier. Daily Mail got the exclusive tea, claiming Solange is seriously worried about how all this mess is affecting Beyoncé's career and health with the drama surrounding Jay-Z's lawsuit. And guess what? Solange is finally stepping up to speak her truth. Looks like the Carters are gonna be the talk of the town all the way into 2025. So let's dive into it, shall we? Oh, and by the way, Jay's got his hands full with this legal battle against a woman who's accusing him of essaying when she was just 13. That right there is about to get real messy. Now, a source close to Solange has exclusively revealed that she has been left fearing that there could be no coming back if Beyoncé continues to support Jay-Z. In fact, the insider claims that Solange had long been vocal about her distaste for Jay-Z after he was caught being unfaithful to Beyoncé. The source said Solange told Beyoncé she warned her a decade ago, and she wouldn't listen. The source noted that Beyoncé is putting on a strong united front with Jay-Z, but she's getting immense pressure from her sister who's telling her, "I told you so." Now, we've heard this before, but let's go over it one more time. It's no secret that Solange has been trying to warn Beyoncé about Jay-Z for years. Allegedly, Solange knew all about Jay's shady ties with Diddy, and she did everything she could to get Beyoncé out of that marriage. She saw the writing on the wall. Jay was the link to all kinds of mess, and she knew Beyoncé would eventually get caught up in it. And look at what's happening now. The mess is real. Let's not forget, Jay-Z's got a whole history of being a serial cheater. And according to sources, Solange is done watching her sister suffer. Heck, it's been said time and time again that the real reason Solange snapped on Jay-Z in that elevator was because of his cheating ways. Y'all remember that drama in May 2014, right? Jay-Z and Solange were arguing in the elevator at the Standard Hotel during a Met Gala after party. And guess who was just standing there, watching it all unfold on the surveillance footage? Beyoncé, of course. Solange was seen going off, hitting, kicking, and throwing hands on her brother-in-law. Now, the big security guard tried to step in and hold her back, but baby, he couldn't stop Solange from going wild. She was kicking at Jay-Z like her life depended on it. It was a whole scene, y'all. Now, one of the things that was said at the time was that Solange had been provoked by fashion designer and Jay-Z's alleged side piece, Rachel Roy, whom she had a run-in with earlier that evening. Then toward the end of the night, Jay said something inappropriate to Beyoncé and Solange snapped. When they got in the elevator, it escalated quickly the way family tensions can, and it got exceptionally heated the way family moments can. But at the time, they all released a joint statement addressing the drama, saying, "As a result of the public release of the elevator security footage from Monday, May 5th, there has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident, but the most important thing is that our family has worked through it." Jay and Solange, each assume their share of responsibility for what occurred. They both acknowledge their role in this private matter that has played out in public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family. The reports of Solange being intoxicated or displaying erratic behavior throughout that evening are simply false. At the end of the day, families have problems and we're no different. We love each other, and above all, we are family. We've put this behind us and hope everyone else will do the same. Okay, so the elevator fight is back making its rounds on the timeline, and now folks are saying there's more to it than just cheating. And you know who's out here trying to spill the real tea? Jaguar Right, baby. Now, Jaguar's already made some wild claims, talking about how Jay-Z and Beyonce are a downright nasty couple. She's out here saying they're the type to keep people trapped against their will, knocking folks out, throwing them on planes, and illegally transporting them across borders for, well, you know what? Allegedly, of course. This actually made Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, respond to the allegations Jaguar made by saying there's rumors and then there's nonsense. And what Jack said was one step further, a formal and pointed accusation of something. According to Alex, this is why he gave Pierce a legal ultimatum, asking that the interview be taken down to remove the false accusation that was demonstrably false. In fact, he made Pierce apologize. And in the apology, he detailed that Jay-Z and Beyonce, by way of their attorney, were considering legal action if he didn't remove Jaguar's claims from the interview. In the apology, he said that Jaguar unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. Oh honey, that didn't scare Jaguar Right one bit. Nah, she came back even harder, with more allegations. And this time, she's really shedding light on that elevator drama between Solange and Jay-Z. First off, Jaguar's like, y'all wanna come for me, saying I'm out here tearing black men down? Well, she flipped it and said, the real one out here bringing down more black men while keeping his little white friend safe is Jay-Z. Oh, you know she's coming for his neck with that one. She's not holding back, baby.
That's funny. They say I'm always trying to bring a black man down. Why ain't they say nothing about the Jigga Man? He done brought down D. Haven. He done brought down Big L. He done brought down Dame Dash. He brought down R. Kelly. Now he not friends with Diddy. He don't know Diddy. I'm just saying, it sounds like he take down more than anybody else. And he don't treat his white friends that way. I tell you that.
Oh, but wait. Jaguar wasn't done. She kept going, and baby, the tea just kept spilling. Jag said it's downright laughable that there's been all this talk about Jay-Z putting his hands on another woman. And there's even footage of it because he didn't realize there were security cameras around. But when Solange was out here pouncing on him in that elevator, Jay-Z did nothing. According to Jaguar, there's only one explanation for all of this. Jay-Z set Solange up to look crazy. She says he planned it and the whole thing was a setup. Now that's a plot twist you didn't see coming.
It sounds like he was trying to set Solange up to look crazy. That's what it sounds like to me.
Now let me tell you, besides Jaguar, folks have been throwing around all kinds of theories about why Solange went off on Jay-Z in that elevator. Some are saying Solange was mad at Jay for cheating on Beyonce, and others are even suggesting that maybe Jay-Z crossed the line and got physical with Beyonce. Now hold up. Allegedly, because there's never been proof of Jay actually putting his hands on Beyonce, but given all the shady stuff coming out about him, people wouldn't be surprised if that's what went down. And of course, there's the wild rumor floating around that Solange went off on Jay because he was allegedly cheating with none other than Will Smith. Now, baby, I can't confirm that, but I've seen a whole lot of tweets and videos of folks speculating that might be the reason Solange lost it on him. What? If any of these theories are true, it definitely could explain why they kept it all hush-hush. But you know what? No matter what they say, ever since that elevator incident, there's been nothing but tension between Jay-Z and Solange. Trust me, the family drama's been brewing ever since. And you know what? This is exactly why we hardly ever see Solange and Jay-Z together anymore. I mean, we've spotted Solange hanging with Beyonce, but when Jay-Z's around, you can bet Solange ain't there. Now, besides that wild elevator fight that definitely put a strain on their relationship, there's been some buzz about the Carters being questioned about their ties to Diddy, and this was happening right around the time Cassie's lawsuit hit. You better believe that added more fuel to the fire between Solange and Beyonce. It started looking like Solange and Beyonce were really not on good terms in 2023. There was even an insider who spilled the tea, saying that not only was Solange not a part of Bey's big project, but she didn't post a single tweet or Instagram shout-out supporting Renaissance. Now, that's shady. But here's the real kicker. Solange didn't even congratulate Beyonce for her Grammy wins, and honey, that's a big deal. Especially since BIE made history as the artist with the most Grammy wins ever. And what makes it even worse? Beyonce didn't even mention Solange in her acceptance speech. She thanked everybody else, but not her own sister. Oh, the shade is real.
I want to thank God for protecting me. Thank you, God. I'd like to thank my Uncle Johnny, who's not here, but he's here in spirit. I'd like to thank my parents, my father, my mother, for loving me and pushing me. I'd like to thank my beautiful husband, my beautiful 3 children who are at home watching. I'd like to thank the queer community for your love and for inventing this genre. God bless you. Thank you so much to the Grammys.
There were even more rumors that the tension between the two got so bad in an argument they had. Solange physically roughed up Bey so badly in a blind rage, and Bey sustained injuries that required medical attention and over 2 weeks of bed rest because of a more serious injury to her leg. Oh baby, let me tell you, with this whole legal mess that's got Jay-Z out here sweating bullets, Solange is even more fired up and just wants Beyoncé to stop having Jay's back. She's like, girl, enough is enough. Now, speaking of that lawsuit, let me update you. Things are getting real spicy. So Jay-Z recently made a move to file a motion to dismiss the case. And guess what? The judge actually granted it. So now Jay-Z might officially file that motion to dismiss on February 6th. But here's where it gets interesting. The plaintiff, who's still going by Jane Doe, has until February 28th to file an opposition to Jay's motion. And if things keep going, Jay-Z could issue his response by March 14th. Child, this whole legal drama is far from over, and I'm just here for the chaos. As per court documents, Jay-Z's lawyer noted that it was not consistent with justice, fairness, or the rules governing federal proceedings for the plaintiff and her representation to smear Jay's good name. Remember, Jay-Z was also demanding that the identity of Jane Doe be revealed, but the judge said that she may continue to remain anonymous during the early stages of the litigation. But the judge noted that circumstances could change as the case moves forward, and she stated that she intends to revisit the issue if and when the case progresses. Other than this, the judge also warned Jay-Z's lawyer against using what she described as his combative motions and inflammatory language against the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Busby. She said Carter's lawyer's relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because counsel demands it. Child, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see how this whole case plays out. But let me tell you, one thing I know for sure is that this legal drama has got Solange pushed to the absolute edge. Reportedly, she wanted Beyoncé out of Jay-Z's life yesterday. I'm talking about yesterday, not tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure if Beyoncé is going to listen to her sister this time around. But as we wait to see how this all unfolds, I want to know what y'all think. What do you think is the real reason Solange snapped on Jay-Z? Was it all about the cheating? And was it with Will Smith? Was Jay-Z being physical with Beyoncé? Or was it something else entirely? I'm dying to know what you think, so go ahead and sound off in the comments below because this tea is hot.